Namaste. Okay, almost dropped the camera. Okay. Namaste, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry I haven't been on, in front of a camera since Sunday, and that's a lot. That's a long time for me. Okay. I wanted to come on and catch everybody up with what the heck has been going on in my world and in the world and upcoming cases. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths, will we? Please? Namaste ninjas, namaste Zen zebras, Bella butterflies out there, who else? Who else? Merry mermaids, merry mermen. I just looked at my analytics, I think last night, and I found out that I have some people, 0.8 people from India. And I was like, namaste. Namaste, India. So that made me happy. I have Australia, the UK, just, a few people. And United States, I guess, the most. I used to have a few people from Senegal, Africa. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm excited about India. Namaste. And I wanted to tell you what happened with my doctor's appointment. There are some people that care about Mystic Brady, about Katrina. And I wanted to give a shout out. I think Mama Zen has her channel up, but I think she only has one video. She was having technological difficulties. I can't really help you with that because I have technological difficulties a lot of the time. But I did want to give a shout out to her, Mama Zen, and also my friend Kim. I call her Kim-tastic. She's a light worker, and she has a channel. Her channel is finally up. Remember, she was the one who her channel was gonna be called A Good Start, a new start, or a good start. I think it was a good start, and I made her a canvas that said that. Anyway, she changed the name. I'm not gonna, she might change it again, so I'm not gonna make another canvas. Anyhow, her channel's name is, I'll show you in a second, Lightworker Energy. I think she only has one video up, but she introduces herself in it, and it's called Lightworker Energy. Okay, so shout out for Lightworker Energy, shout out for Mama Zen or Zen Mama? No, Mama Zen. Zen Mama is a person that is doing, she's doing a vlog about motherhood. Okay, another one that she has a up and running channel that's very, very successful, but I think I always forget to give her a shout out, and she's wonderful. I think she's either in Australia or the UK, all right? And her channel's name is, here we go, Trace of Shadows. You probably already know her. Trace of Shadows. She does the electronic ghost box, like electronic medium, does so well, and I'm pretty sure she's friends with Judy. Trace of Shadows. Shout out for Trace of Shadows. If you love anything to do with the spirit box or anything, she's also, very, very psychic, intuitive, empath, and I just love her. I love everything she puts out. Sometimes I don't comment because I don't get a chance to comment on everything that I watch, because otherwise I'd never get to my job. I'd never clean up the house. Yeah, let's just go. What? Anyway, go to Trace's Shadows. She's really awesome, and I love her. I love her work and her style. Okay, so what am I doing here today? I'm going to tell you, even if you don't want to hear about it, let me just change my hat. I can't really see. I can't really see from with my hat that way because I feel like something is in front of me. So sorry about the no makeup. I just put a little lipstick on, and it's just coffee time. Second cup of coffee. That's not good. It's like it's late. It's almost 3 o'clock here in the West Coast. Are we West Coast?
No.
What are we?
Central.
Central. I don't know. I'm going to have a test on that. I don't know if I'm going to get that straight. Mud magic. Okay. All right. So, those of you who care, all right. Okay, we are listening to. Let me pump that baby up. Probably can't even hear it. We are listening to, of course, Jason Stevenson, happiness frequency, serotonin, dopamine, endorphin release, eliminate toxins, clear negativity. Okay, so we all need that, don't we? All right, so yeah, and I'm also going to touch base about Suzanne. This is not going to be a long video, but every time I say that, no, it's not going to be. It's not going to be. Okay. What? I know, I always say that I'm not going to make it long, but I'm not because, I have to meditate and because my real deal is I'm trying to do a video for Maya Milete. I don't know if I say her name right, but she knows who I'm talking about her. I'm trying to do a video for her. A dowsing rod with cards. Dowsing rod, cards, sage, okay? Before I do that, I had to write down a whole bunch of notes for questions to ask. If anybody's out there, please put it in the comments where you want me to ask. Basically, I'm going to ask her if she's at a stream, a lake, was ever in a shed, a dam, DAM, if she's buried, if she's in sand, if she's in dirt, or if she's in water. Okay? That's a lot of questions, and I'm not done. Sweetwater Reservoir, the dam, under sand, I already said that, underbrush, Solana Beach, I don't know if I'm saying it right, substation. Okay, now I'm not good with locations. I'm not a remote viewer like I was going to say Blind Spot, but Miriam, Quantum Reality is a excellent remote viewer. Psychic Sleuth, I believe, says she's a remote viewer too. So I get what I get in terms of personality, in terms of the situation that happened. My husband's making funny faces at me, so that's why I'm not laughing at the case. I'm laughing because he's making funny faces. Anyway, so I need help with suggestion, and of course I am. That's okay.
I'm just joking.
I know, baby. Now he says he's sorry. I love you.
Love you too, baby.
Thank you. So in other words, I'm not great with location, so those of you like Judy, the electronic medium, she gets a lot of location information from her spirit box. And so anybody who wants to just throw something in the comments, if they even watch me, okay, please, we're trying to do this not for ourselves, we're trying not to grow our channel, we're trying to do it for these lost souls that were taken from us too soon in a violent fashion, away from their family, away from their beautiful children, and hidden. Okay? And we have to stop that. And if we can't stop it, we have to find them faster so that we can get these people, these murderers behind bars faster. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any locations you want me to look into with the dowsing rods and my cards, please put it in the comments or put it in my Gmail, katrina8.kb@gmail.com. You can always throw me an email and say, I'm from California, but I don't want you to say it on your channel, and here's some places I live near Maya, or I just happen to have this information, I researched it, whatever it is. Okay, you don't have to tell me your name. I would never share your name on my channel, unless you wanted me to, but I'll keep everything confidential. But what I'm looking for is locations, because I am not great with that. Every reader should know their strengths and should know their weaknesses. And with the weaknesses, we have to reach out to other readers, other psychics, other channelers, other mediums, other people who are remote viewers. This is your job, okay? I know that my strengths are for the storyline, what happened to the person. I try to connect with spirit and find out what led up to it and what happened that particular day or night that they were killed. And I pretty much think that if you watch my videos back about Shanann and Suzanne, Suzanne, I did more than Shanann. You know, I don't know how to put the link in and re-put out my videos, so you're gonna have to just go to my library of videos and look up Suzanne or look up anybody else I've done. So I just wanted to tell you that. If you have any other places, I'm going to be asking about Sweetwater Road. I'm going to be asking about Sweetwater Cove Park. I'm going to be asking about water and the dam, the beach, Jamel or Hamel Beach. Hamel, Hamel, but it might be pronounced with a J. Proctor Valley. All right, so that's the notes that I have so far, and I give a shout out to the forensic astrologer and Judy, the electronic medium, because I watch your videos very carefully. So that I can try to get some kind of feel on the location and ask my spirit guides, hey, what do you think about Sweetwater Road? What do you think about, can you give me, a place? Do you feel a yes or no? I go by whether I get hot on something, but I have to tap into the spirit guides first. Okay, that being said, that's about Maya. So please let me know. Okay. The other case, so everybody probably that has a phone or an iPad knows that so the charges that came out for Barry, there's more charges. Okay, clink clink, clink clink for life. All right. So let's hope. And they said one thing on the interview room. I watch Chris McDonough. I love him. Shout out to Gonzo, Boots on the Ground. But they said on Chris McDonough, somebody asked a question. If they're saying that he took a body, he's being charged with desecration of a body. First, murder of a person, and then desecration of the body, pulling it apart or breaking it apart. All right, don't make me say the words. But, so somebody asked the question, does that indeed mean that they have something, meaning DNA, blood, hair, skin, skull, tooth? Okay, if you go back to my video where I drew the pictures last summer, last July 2020, last August 2020, okay, they're all up there, they're all time stamped, and then recently when Clink Clink happened to Barry, I put them up again that night, that Wednesday night, 5/5 2021. Cinco de Mayo. It was very mild Cinco de Mayo. Anyway, in my drawings, I said that there's Suzanne had said to me they will find 5 pieces of me, 5 things from me, of my body. So one was bones, one was DNA, which would be in the blood. The other one was a tooth. The other one was skull, and the other one was hair. I believe hair, and or a ring. Okay, so we'll see what happens. But my point being is that they have to have found something. Okay, I'm not trying to ruin anybody's investigation, but you can't put murder one charges on somebody without having outstanding evidence. Okay, everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a trial of law. And this is all allegedly for entertainment reasons only. However, okay, this is what the charges were yesterday, and more charges maybe are to come. But point being, Chris McDonough has been a cop in law enforcement since I think the 80s. Okay, like over a 35-year career. More than that, don't make me do the math. Okay, I'm not here for math. But he said definitely that could mean they found some part of Suzanne, or a part of Suzanne was found. Okay, so he said I can't confirm nor deny. All right, because that's cop talk. So did everybody understand that, or did I screw it up? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, does anybody want to hear some jokes? All right. How do you like my makeup today? Yeah, I agree. All right. So would you like to hear about what happened to me at the doctor? Hey, that's not fair. Okay. Crickets. All right. So I'm going to tell you anyway. All right. So before I tell you, okay, because, as you can see, I'm alive and I'm here. All right. But I'm just going to tell you quickly. I have it written down. I'm trying to be organized. I took all my vegetable pills and my fruits pills. Usually I take my vegetables at night, but lately I've been forgetting, so I took them all together. And I took my vitamin E to help my liver. And did I take my vitamin D? Who knows? All right, you don't need to know about that. You don't care. Okay, so we're just hanging out. This is my list of what. Sorry. This is my list of what I'm trying to do. Okay, so Maya's location, that's what I'm going to focus on today. But first I might have to go to the store. What?
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to meditate and try to do the dowsing rods and the cards together for Maya's location. And I'll go through my book and ask the spirit guides, and hopefully Maya will show up. If not, I'll ask Suzanne to jump in. I'll ask, and some of you might be thinking, because I try to read your minds. Some of you might be thinking, well, why aren't you looking for Suzanne? No, they found her. They found her, and I am confident if they didn't find her, they will find her soon. We will hear something soon. If they haven't found anything, I would be very shocked. Okay, they found something, and we will hear. I don't know anything else, but I feel like we will hear. So that's why I'm not, I could put a period at the end of that, and it, has to go to trial, and everybody has to present both sides. But however, Barry did get a new team of lawyers, and in their background, these 3 lawyers that he hired, supposedly they're bulldogs, and they got some husband off from killing their wife. So, yeah. Am I worried? A little bit about that. 5% out of 100. So that's not much. Even I know that. Anyhow, so that's why I'm not looking for Suzanne. I feel like 38 videos, you may go back to them and look at what I said. Otherwise, I would just be being redundant. I'm not going to just keep on saying the same thing over and over again or make up new stuff, because I don't want to change my mind. What I originally got, I want to stick with. Because it's not good to keep on doing videos about it. Videos, chatting about it is fine, but videos where you're doing readings, I stand behind the readings that I've done already, the quality and quantity of work that I've put out for Suzanne, and she's okay with it. She thanks me. She says namaste to me. Okay? She kisses Jojo's cheek and she hugs Gonzo, but me, she just says namaste. Hey, I'm getting insulted. No, okay. No, I'm not. I'm only kidding. Or am I? Okay. She just told me I'm a silly girl. Okay, yes, I am. I am a psycho too. I'm a silly psycho. No, but I'm harmless. A harmless psycho. Okay. So so that was it. Nevea is on its way to Zengen in Canada. Shout out for Canada. It'll probably take a month, all right? But hopefully you'll get it, and you'll read all the affirmations and write them down, and enjoy Nevea of Nirvana in Canada, Zengen. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Maya's location, you say Maya, I say Maya, I say Maya, you say Maya, whatever, as long as we're saying her name, okay? Her father actually named her Maya because she was born the 1st of May, and her birthday passed and she turned 40. Do you know she was supposed to go on a vacation, a trip, like a hiking trip with her girlfriends for her 40th birthday? Yeah. He prevented her from doing that too, allegedly. Okay, so I'm going to be doing something on Britney Spears. Let me know if you're happy about that, okay? It's bothering me what's going on with Britney Spears. Free Britney. Yeah, I'm team Free Britney. Okay, but I'm actually going to, you might say, well, she's not dead, so how are you going to contact her? No, I'm going to contact her ancestors. I'm going to talk to my ancestors to contact her spirit guides, because everybody has spirit guides, whether you're here on earth or you passed away. The spirit guides are still around us all. So I am going to ask my spirit guides what they think about this situation with Britney. And because allegedly her father was saying that she has Alzheimer's. Was it Alzheimer's? Beginning stages of dementia. Okay. Yeah. Oh, is dementia Alzheimer's?
Can be.
And Alzheimer's dementia?
Not all.
Okay. Well, that's what her father is claiming, that he has proof. Art gallery. Okay. Art gallery. All right. Sorry about that. I gave myself a shout out. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be doing Britney Spears. Britney Spears, I'm going to do you, okay? All right, so that's coming up. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. And Jenny Rivera, Forever Bella Butterfly, I did not forget your request. I did not forget about it. I don't forget. This vault up here remembers a lot of stuff. Okay, Jenny Rivera, people are like, who the F is Jenny Rivera? Okay, hey, how dare you? All right, no, I didn't know who she was at first. She's like a singer like Selena. Remember Selena? Everybody remembers Selena. She was a little bit older when she died. She died in a plane crash. She was a Mexican singer that I believe lived in California. Her family moved from Mexico to California, and they're a really big family. She has 5 kids. Um, Chiki is her firstborn. Anyway, she has a Netflix series. There's a Netflix series about her life. It's in Spanish. So, get your glasses ready. Yeah, the subtitles. It's a killer. But it's really interesting, and I keep on falling asleep at the end. Not because it's not interesting, because I watch it. I end up watching it at like 2 in the morning when I have to get up for work, or when I have to just, I just end up watching it too late.
So let the dog.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna do Maya's location, God willing, Britney Spears, whoop whoop, free Britney, Jenny Rivera, see if there was anything to do with the cartel involved with the plane crash. I don't know. We have to see. Okay. And the boys. I am going to get back to the boys because they have been getting like zero coverage because of all the stuff with Suzanne and Maya and all the new murders and different things like that. They have been getting zero, and I apologize to them myself, and I keep telling them, yes, I'm going to do, because even though I've done many, 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 many videos about them, and you all you have to do is go to my, click on my face, Mystic Brady, and my videos will come up, or just say Sincere and Classic, or Classic and Sincere, or Orrin and Orson West. My videos will pop up. I'm pretty sure that YouTube does something to organize them into a library of my crime videos. But anyhow, I don't even know how many I have. I've done cold reads on them. I've done cards. I've done dowsing rods. I've done my ancestor cards on them, and I will do it again because they're starting to fall into the cold case, and we got to get them found, guys. Let's make this a kick-ass spring. All right. So far, clink clink for Barry. Then we'll find Suzanne's body. Then we'll find Maya. We'll find the boys. And I'm not saying that they're gone, but I don't feel they're alive. So that's all allegedly, and I just wanted you guys to know that that's my focus. I wrote it down. If I write it down, I have a better chance of doing what I wrote, because it gives me a focus. That's what I tell all my subs and my friends, my kids. If you find out, like, you're very distracted, you can't get anything done, your mind is here, there, and everywhere, you have things to do, but you really want to get something done, you have to write it on a list, and then you just look at that list. And then when you get one thing done, you cross it off. Okay? I don't care if you wrote down 10 things. You shouldn't write down 10 things, but maybe 5 things, and you just got one thing done off that list. You can cross it off, and how good does that feel when you cross that off? Sometimes I write down vacuum. Okay? Clean the bed. Hey! What? You don't do it. I do it.
No, it's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I used to do it every week. I used to vacuum.
Your show,
Okay, so I'm going to show you the rest of my list. Now, this has been for the longest time. I want to do. Why is this shutting off? 1 second. Here is the plug. Sorry, my iPad shut off, and when my iPad shuts off, it makes me sad. It's almost like I'm a different person when my iPad shuts off. Alright, so. Oh, it's not even plugged in.
I'll do it.
Oh. That probably didn't look good. Okay. Alright, so. All right, we don't have music anymore. And this was supposed to be a fast video because I have other things that doesn't matter. Okay. Sorry. I have wanted to do Marilyn Monroe for the longest time. I have every book about her. I have read everything about her. I have her all over my energy. Okay. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. It's okay. Marilyn, where have you been? I've been right here, Katrina. I've been right here all the time. Every day I've been right here. Marilyn, why do you have an accent? I'm just trying to make an accent for you, Katrina, 'cause you're such a whack job. I'm only kidding. Or am I? Okay. Did you like that? Okay. Sorry about that. All right. I'm only on my second cup of coffee, so I'm not responsible for whatever I do. Okay, anyway, Marilyn Monroe, she has been a spirit guide of mine since I was a little girl because my mother loved her so much. My mother used to have this like little ring holder. Um, what are those things you put on a table that you put your glass on?
Coaster?
Coasters that had Marilyn Monroe on it, ring holders that she would never put rings on it. I don't think she had any rings. Sorry, it's true. But she would just put, she would just stare at it like it would be next to her chair, and then she would look at it, from time to time. The picture of Marilyn. She loved her. So I would ask her questions about Marilyn, who died in 1962. So I'm not going to go into that right now, but I'm just telling you, for the longest time, I said I was going to channel Marilyn Monroe. I'm going to try. Okay. Now, Elvis, I have channeled him. He had come in to somebody's reading who called him her godfather. She called Elvis her godfather. She never met him, but her father loved Elvis, and so she always pretended, I guess, that Elvis was her godfather. Okay? I'm pretty sure, like, at first I was like, oh, that's your really godfather? So when I was channeling her father, Elvis came in, and he stayed with me for about 2 days, and I was in New York. I was in my sister's apartment in Staten Island, New York, and it was fun. He's a little bit of a flirt, but it was definitely interesting. It's true. I was down in Patricia's apartment, and he didn't go away. He's just like saying,